and you offer him a deal where if he confesses to all this other stuff,
he's the big player. He has nothing to lie about.
Everybody's gonna know our name. We're gonna shock them, and that's what happened.
The world of hip-hop is set abuzz as more shocking revelations about the fatal night when the rap legend Tupac Shakur was shot in Las Vegas come to the surface. And this time, it seems like the entire industry is united against the main villain behind this hideous crime. Former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson claims that he has solid evidence that connects music mogul scene Diddy Combs to Tupac's incident.
We all have people in our family who just pushed the envelope a little too damn far.
Right.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. It's crazy how many more details of that infamous night on September 7, 1996 come out almost 3 decades later. However, with the police recently reopening Tupac's case, it seems like more and more celebrities willing to chime in and reveal previously unknown information come forward. Now, Mike Tyson is speaking up on Diddy being involved in Tupac's demise. And as the legendary boxer says, he has long known about this, but kept his lips zipped because he was fearing the repercussion coming from the notorious music mogul.
So many people in music and Hollywood fear this guy, Diddy, as if he's untouchable.
Now, with the new evidence coming to see the light, it's way easier to guide the police in the right direction and accuse Diddy of being involved in this crime. And who but Mike Tyson has all the reasons to expose the infamous music producer's sinister activities? After all, Iron Mike feels partially responsible for the whole incident. And it's not much of a secret that Tupac was shot hours after watching Mike Tyson fight Bruce Seldon at the McGam Grand in Las Vegas that night in 1996, and his presence in the audience was desired by Tyson at the time, since the late rapper and the boxer were good friends and supported each other, all along the way.
Prison, and he wrote me a letter. Then he came and saw me. Then he explained to me who he was. I said, I remember you.
And although Mike was utterly devastated after hearing about his good friend passing, up to this day, he feels some kind of guilt of not being able to prevent this tragedy from happening. As the former boxer said, I feel a little guilty about him coming to the fight and me pressuring him. I was supposed to go out with him that night. I promised to go to the 662 with him that night, but I just had a little baby and her mother was provoking me to stay home, so I stayed home. He and Tupac reportedly used to party together, and the All Eyes on Me star would often support him in his many fights. When Tyson did a stint in prison, the rapper was one of the people that paid him a visit, so naturally, losing a good friend crashed Iron Mike, and he ever since that day, he feels awful because he knows a bit more about this tragedy than he allowed himself to share.
And there's repercussions to that. You know, there's lawsuits, there's people that want to ruin your...
Iron Mike felt his own life was in danger, but apparently, since there's now movement in this case and police have enough evidence to finally charge the culprit behind this hideous crime, the former boxer feels more confident in sharing the previously unknown details of this case, and according to him, always sooner or later would lead the investigation to one person, notorious music mogul Diddy. It's not a secret that Diddy had already attempted to eliminate Tupac in the past, in 1994, and the rapper openly accused his West Coast rival of attempting to take his life. The bad boy camp has always maintained they had nothing to do with this incident. However, it doesn't seem to Mike Tyson that anyone else had a reason to eliminate the rap legend.
I know Tupac was special. Maybe his anger or something was misguided, but we know it all meant well.
The renewed investigation is expected to continue for weeks to months. LAPD have long believed the gunman Orlando Anderson is likely already dead, the victim of a separate shooting 2 years after the Vegas drive-by. But in a shocking turn of events, it was revealed that Orlando had no motives and was simply hired to fire those fatal shots. And although Mike had his suspicions for years now, the police got their first clues when another late rapper Biggie's mom, Valletta Wallace, made an attempt to reopen her son's case and sued the LAPD for a whopping $500 million. And the investigators managed to connect these two cases, and surprise, all traces led to Diddy, and this where the investigation hit the roadblock.
We're not settling for a dime. We are going to trial, and you're going to have to try to prove what you're alleging.
Apparently, someone got paid off, and now not only Iron Mike is confident in the music mogul's involvement, and some fans are truly happy to hear that A-listers come forward with their hard evidence. As one person commented, I always felt he knew more than what he was saying. And another user added, I knew Diddy had his paw as in this situation and the Biggie situation. Do more digging on this filth of a person. And although eventually, a lawsuit filed by mother of Notorious B.I.D., blaming Los Angeles and LAPD for his wrongful death has been dismissed, it gave enough food for further independent investigation, and as the former member of the task force Greg Kading revealed, he and his team had all the reasons to suspect that both fatal shootings were somehow connected and led to one person, Diddy, who they couldn't reach for questioning because there was no enough proof against him.
We just won't use your own self-incriminating statements and get you. That's a proffer agreement.
Kading has been vocal about Diddy's involvement in this crime since 2016, and it's crazy to see the police not having reacting to his revelations earlier. Apparently, the music mogul had deep pockets and he filled the wallets of those who should be silenced with cash to avoid getting charged. Based on his 3 years working the cases, Kading claims that C and Diddy Combs hired Crips gang member Dwayne Davis, better known as Keefe D, to kill Shakur and his manager, Suge Knight, for $1 million, and he even presented the 3 years of his work in a tell-all documentary. However, to get any confession out of Diddy, it takes more than one documentary and allegations, and this is where Mike Tyson is coming with his statements. Apparently, he already hinted the police about Diddy's alleged involvement in his crime, and it's just a matter of time to see the notorious music producer going down.
With the repercussions that come with being the dog, the beast, the animal, the universe tests you.
Well, things took quite an unexpected turn for the music mogul since the long-forgotten case was reopened earlier last month, and it seems like if the police manages to squeeze the confession out of Diddy, it's just a matter of time to see him facing charges for all other sinister things he had done.
Yeah, we built this federal case against him with, serious consequences if he were to go to trial and be convicted.
Over the course of investigating, Kading says that he essentially trapped Keefe D, the gangster who allegedly received the money for shooting Tupac, into a situation where he had to give a verifiable confession about the events that led to Shakur's murder. And apparently, Keefe didn't hesitate a second before spitting Diddy's name out and telling the police what they needed to know. It seems like Keefe D isn't happy that his name is being bandied around whenever people talk about this incident, and he is gladly exposing Diddy's role in this crime. And since the moment Keefe D started to speak against the music mogul, Mike Tyson came forward with his own allegations, and he added that all celebs need to unite if they want justice to be served and Tupac finally finding his peace 30 years after being shot.
And we have nothing to do with it, but just putting in the effort.
Now, it's up to the police to connect all the dots and find more people willing to speak against Puffy. And seems there's no person who doesn't want the truth to come out, except for Diddy himself. It feels like he's actually doing for good if he refuses to assist the police in solving this mystery.
What I can do for myself is to sit down and work out a deal with the government.
Now, with Mike speaking out, more celebrities that know something about this case may follow his example and also share some tidbits on the infamous producer's illegal activities. And judging by shockingly huge amount of evidence that the police had found, Diddy should run to another country and lay low if he wants to avoid serious jail time. So it seems like with Mike speaking against Diddy and the police watching his every step, there's no escape from the merciless claws of justice, and even this case should have been forgotten a long time ago. Many fans are happy to see the movements in the right direction and hopefully see the culprit behind the bars. As one person commented, he tried once and didn't succeed, so he tried again. Pac knew who it was. Pac knew what was bound to happen. He showed no fear, he kept it real till the end. And another user added, I'm waiting for this so long, think the elite don't want to protect Diddy no more. I'm praying justice to come for Pac and Big Rip. Well, let's see what current investigation will ring, because it seems like the police is determined to finally punish the real culprit. And what do you think about this, guys? Could Diddy finally go down for this crime of almost 30 years? And will Mike spill more beans about the music mogul's involvement? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about the sinister side of the music industry. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video.